Keep it down!
Great. A fan.
I need you to keep quiet. You see those rabid dogs up ahead? Raiders. They swept into my camp this morning, slaughtered us nearly to a man. They'll kill you too if they see you. I can't stay here forever. There must be a way through them.
This one's wagon would not break if we did not steal. If we did not buy so many heavy things.
You look like a person of great intelligence. Allow me, Wayfarer, to let you in on a secret. What? Sand-blown mine, my friend. I don't even know where that is, or what it is even. Is it nearby? Sending people to a mine? By more was left teat. Why would I do that? Is there gold there? Dreadful. Well, all this talk of snakes and mines, it is exhausting. I'll just be going now. I have a long day of work tomorrow. Lifting things, you know, carrying them, that sort of thing. It has been a pleasure speaking with you. Well, that is to say, they made me do it. Friend, I beseech you, show mercy. I am an innocent man. I had no choice. They told me they would feed me to the snake if I didn't cooperate. Please, just let me go. Lead on, then. Take me where you will.
Mind the skies. There are harpies about. What's this? I'd heard that he was pestering people, but I certainly didn't suspect anything this sinister. Now that you mention it, though, we have had more than a few disappearances recently. We naturally suspected the harpies. Thank you for bringing this simpering cur to me. If what you say is true, many dear friends fell to this dog's treachery. I look forward to returning the favor.
I grow tired of excuses, Narina. When will Tavo return? What do you want? Harassing? I'm collecting on a debt. I gave this woman's husband enough coin to outfit his expedition in return for a number of valuable artifacts. Now he's run off with my money. Splendid. Then this won't be a total loss. Hand them over, and I'll consider Tavo's debt paid in full. Easy now, friend. No need for violence. Yes, I see your point. Forgive me, Narina. Consider Tavo's debt forgiven. I'll leave you to your grief.
Thank you. You didn't have to come to my defense, but I am grateful. I don't know what to say. You bring gifts from the gods in my time of sorrow. I've nothing left, so these will help a lot. After I've mourned my husband, I'll sell them and use the money to leave this place. It holds too many bad memories. Tavo invested in a speculative prospecting expedition. They didn't even find enough gold to pay the diggers. We lost everything. The lost city was just a rumor, but we were desperate. Yambira loaned us the money and... well, you know the rest. With these relics, I should be able to start a new life. It will be bittersweet without my beloved, but it is what he would want. Life in the desert is harsh. One cannot grieve for long, or the sands will swallow them whole. Can you not see that I am reading? Can you not leave me to my book? Please, this is all I have left. My husband? Armin? Gods, I believed him dead long ago. He finally found his ancestors' remains? I cannot believe it. This is good news. Yes, it is just... I need time to digest this. Thank you, though. Thank you so much.
And wild elves cut and polished it down to chimel at a bowl. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond.
Now here's one who I know is loyal to the king. It's good to see you again, my friend. You're going to find this hard to believe, but the damned Imperials are here. They've seized control of the city. For the moment, at least. They're in league with the damned Withered Hand. As if we didn't have enough necromancers to deal with already. No matter what, we can't allow the Imperials to get a foothold here. We're going to take the city back and kill them. All of them. I'm glad I have one of us fooled. The Imperial Curs actually have one up on us. They're holding hostages, and the king doesn't want their blood on his hands. I need someone, an official, to go in and free the hostages. What do you say? Your loyalty to the crown will be rewarded, my friend. You have my word. I can even make this easier for you. Wear this Imperial armor, and you should be able to walk around the city unnoticed. Here you go. This should help you get around the city unnoticed while you're freeing the hostages. Be wary, though. Some of the Imperials may not be so easily fooled. There are 4. Lord Zagari, Magistrate Govan, Shamon al-Sentinel, and Lady Moyaltha. I'll mark your map where they're being held. The flea-bitten Imperials have blocked many of the ground-level doors, so I suggest taking the bridges. I don't think they will. The Imperials think strategically. They took the hostages to protect themselves, and they don't want to give that up. If they do kill them, well then, that just means we can go ahead and attack. Don't know exactly. Our spies in Cyrodiil knew nothing about it. I suspect they've been in league all along, though. Probably some necromancer treaty they all signed in blood or something. Either way, my blade doesn't discriminate. Generally speaking, I'm sure they are. But I'm more concerned about the Withered Hand. Those evil bastards won't rest until they've killed every last one of us. We can't fight the Imperials if we're all dead. They've gone from bad to worse. The Horajad can't even go out in public without getting heckled, crazy as it sounds. The damn crowns have people believing that if the king steps down, the Withered Hand problem will just go away. I heard. Prince Azaz's singing your praises all across the desert. The prince might be headed here soon. I hope so, and I hope the 2 of you can find that last Anse ward.
What happened here? This is terrible. Did the Imperials do this? I hope Shiri was not here. Did you find any evidence that she visited? The leaders of the Withered Hand? But that would mean... Shiri is one of them too? A necromancer? You think... Tears of Set, with that text, and we have no idea where she is. This is unthinkable. Shiri came to me only a few months ago, but she seemed so dedicated. Of course she was. She was studying the Anse wards. How could I not have seen this? I hope we find her before she does something terrible. I just don't know. Her brothers are dead, and we have recovered 2 of the Anse wards. Does she have the 3rd? Is the Withered Hand now under her command? Was it all along? There are so many questions. I will need time. Time we don't have. I'm not sure. Perhaps the Motalian necropolis? Her father's remains are there. Yes, That may be where Shiri has gone. It is just on the other side of Satakalam. After the Imperials are driven out of the city, getting into the necropolis will be easier. It was not easy. I had to sneak by the Imperials, but I was worried about the book Shiri was carrying. I was worried the Withered Hand would get their hands on it. Unfortunately, though, it seems they already had it.
We should throw dice for gold. Interested?
Help me.
Nothing is certain until it happens. I killed him. Got tired of hearing him sob like a baby. Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Did you hear something?
Someone.
You dirty pig. Whatever you do to me, I will be avenged. You people were fools to even set foot upon Alik'r's sands. Wait, you're not an Imperial, are you? Good. I don't think I could have tolerated another day up here. I'm afraid of heights, you know. I trust the other hostages are being freed as well.
Quiet, you beef-witted lounce.
You filthy dog. You can hurt me if you wish, but I swear you will pay for attacking our city. To Wakka's breath, you are not one of them. Did the king send his army then? These Imperials could launch a full invasion if they are not stopped. Then we must move with haste. The Imperials are using a secret passage to enter the city. If we can collapse the passage, we can stop them from sending reinforcements. There are old smuggling tunnels that run beneath the mountains from Bankorai to Satakalam. I believe the entrance to one of these tunnels lies beneath Magnifico Korshad's manor. I believe he betrayed us to the Imperials. Everyone else was killed or kept hostage, but I saw Magnifico Korshad walking freely among the Imperials. You should search his manor at the northeast edge of the city. That may put the Imperials on alert, though, so free all the hostages first.
By the gods, I swear that you infidels will all die. You will find that Red Guards are not merciful. Hold on. You're no Imperial. Does this mean we're going to take the city back? Ah, Thoda. I know him well. That's very encouraging. I've been listening to their strategies. I can give the General some good insights into how to plan the attack.
Did you meet the new commander? Gold may be the root of evil. We all need roots.
Praise Zet! I can no longer abide these infidels. Did King Faharajad send his army? Alas, I never dreamt I would say it, but I swear eternal loyalty to King Faharajad. We must cease this crown against forebear business. We must be united against the Imperials.
Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of experience.
Split up!
Is our enemy. Quickly, kill the intruder. Whoever you are, I rejoice that you have come to my rescue. The Imperials have kept me locked in here. I deemed it likely that they would seize control of all Alik'r, and there would be nowhere to flee to. Yes, it's true, but only because resisting would have been to no avail. They sought to use my manor as their command center. They would have slain me if I had not complied. Coming in, I do not have any insight on this. I have been contained here in the manor the whole time. I did not even witness the Imperials marching into the city. Yes, but please don't hurt me. I did. I permitted the Imperials to use the smuggling tunnel beneath the manor, but I regret it now. There's a hatch below. Take the key. Do whatever you wish. There are barrels of kindle pitch down in the tunnel. If you place them near the supports and ignite them, that should collapse the tunnel. I am very sorry for what I have done. Perhaps you could permit me to leave?
They say you are the one who fights the Withered Hand. Tuwaka watch over you.
Good work. Hostages came out and we attacked. Cut right through the bastards and scoured the city. Just a handful of Imperials holding out now. They still haven't figured out how they got here, though. I'm worried reinforcements may be on the way. It was a tunnel. Does that mean they were coming from Bankarai? I guess that's a concern for another time. I'm damn glad you collapsed the tunnel, though. I guess that's a good day's work for all of us. There's more to be done, though. Always is, isn't there? Prince Azaz's here. He says they've tracked down the 3rd Anseh Ward, and he wants you to join him as soon as possible at the Motalian Necropolis. It's a dark place. The largest necropolis in all Alik'r. It's just west of Satakalam. If the Withered Hand's there, I know the Prince needs help. I'll send troops as soon as we're done in the city, but I suggest you join him now if you can.
Oh, Rutka, who set the stars in this. Believe it or not, this is the High Temple, Satakalam. Everyone agreed it was the most beautiful temple in all Alik'r, before the Imperials came. But they have defiled our sacred space. I do not know how we can restore its former glory. Because they are worshippers of Molag Bal. They spit on our faith. They spit on our culture. They spit on our gods. Not only did they kill the other priests, but they ransacked the building, taking everything of value and destroying the rest. I don't know. Perhaps. All these other things can be replaced, but they took the temple's relics, sacred ornaments that date back to the time of the regatta. If you could reclaim these relics, that would be a start. If you can restore our relics, perhaps my faith will return, and we can restore the temple. There are 3 relics missing. They represent body, mind, and spirit. The Sword of Shabnam, Majil's Scroll, and the Lamp of the Satakalam. Sadly, I do not know. The Imperials have stolen them and taken them I know not where. Perhaps we must trust in the gods. If it is their will that the temple be restored, they will guide your steps. They are the sacred tokens of this temple. All temples have relics to honor the gods, but these are specific to us. They were dedicated centuries ago when the temple was built. They represent the aspects of the Red Guard in mind, body, and spirit. I would gladly trade places with any of them, and I tried. I begged the Imperials to take my life, but they left me. They wanted me to stay here and suffer with the knowledge of my useless faith. to return. I cannot believe. Do you have the... I did not believe. I prayed and prayed, but felt nothing. I was convinced the gods had deserted me. But you are their sign to me. You must act with the honors, of course. Replace the relics on their respective altars. I believe I can sense the gods returning already. I lost my faith, but you have restored it. No, you have done enough. More than enough. You have restored the temple's treasures. These relics were all that was here when the temple was built, and they are all that is needed for it to be rebuilt.
You're here? Thank the gods. We need you. The third Ansei ward is here. That girl, Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. She is a necromancer, and she has come to the necropolis. We have to stop her. Raising the dead. The consecrated dead. The very dangerous consecrated dead. The most evil people who ever walked the sands of the Alik'r are entombed in the Italian necropolis. Prince Azah and I came to stop them, but we were overpowered. I fear he is either dead or taken captive. We were attacked by so many, so fast. I tried to find him, but to no avail. I came back to catch my breath. With you here, though, I am willing to try again. If you are, that is. We must hurry to find the prince. That girl, Shiri. She is not who we thought she was. She is heartless. Given the chance, I have no doubt she will kill the prince and raise him as her undead thrall. We must not allow that to happen. Thronekeeper Farvad and several of the prince's guards came here with us, but most of them were killed when we were attacked. It happened so fast. We should have been more prepared. He came on his own. He said someone warned him about Shiri and that he was directed to come to Metalian Necropolis. Of course, he also said Tuwaka was speaking to him, so I am not sure how much to believe. We were cleaning up at Tava's blessing, putting down the risen dead that remained, but the prince learned that the withered hand had been seen here. When we entered the necropolis, they attacked immediately, and Shiri was leading them. Yes. Prince Azah said she was the sister to Uwafa and Alasan. He remembered her from when she was a little child. I was just shocked to see her cursing us and casting her dark magics. She is the most evil person I have ever seen. To raise an army, we assumed. Thronekeeper Farvad suspected something else, though. He would not say exactly, but he seemed very concerned. Perhaps the prince understood what he was nervous about. Regardless, we need to find him quickly.
Damn it all. I can't believe you're finding me like this again. It was humiliating enough the last time. There's no time for jests, though. The Withered Hand has stolen back the Ansei wards we recovered. They have all 3 again. You gave Ansei Maja's ward to me for safekeeping, and so I was holding on to it. Thronekeeper Farvad was here too, with Ansei Radon's ward. I think Shiri planned it this way. I think she lured us here to get the wards back. Isn't it obvious? She was fooling us all. Apprenticing with Scholar Zoré so she could learn about the Ansei wards. Coming along with us to Tava's blessing. She is diabolical. She is like her father. She is the sibling we were warned about. I don't know. I don't even know what she's planning. If we get the Ansei wards back, that should at least slow her down, though. Shiri took Ansei Maja's ward into the next room, where she performed some kind of ritual. No. After she finished the ritual, she left. But I think the ward is still in there. Please, you have to go in there and get it. And then find Thronekeeper Farvad and the ward he was carrying. I'll catch up. If you untie me first, that is. That's fine. If you could just untie me and let me stand up first, I'll answer all your questions.
I can't remember her name. The pretty one.
Maris, Grace. I can't tell you how humiliating it is that you had to rescue me yet again. That's the last time, I promise. You need to get the wards back, though, and fast. If my father heard I had one and lost it, he'd put me in the stocks. I knew you'd ask that, and of course, I feel like a fool. She was standing right behind us at Tava's blessing, for Mara's sake. After we parted ways, I was racking my brain trying to remember her name, but it just didn't come to me. Only when it was too late. She and her minions came screaming down on us as soon as we entered the necropolis. In her rage, I finally saw the family resemblance. What about you? Did you only learn from Talia just now? So you had learned about Shiri's true identity before? I am impressed. I only hope that can help us stop her. First, though, you must recover Ansei Maja's ward, and then go find Thronekeeper Farvad and the ward he was carrying. She and her necromancer friends performed some ritual in there. I suspect that is why the ward remains. I suggest you exercise caution when entering the room. I would assist you, but I need a few minutes to recover. Talia will help you, though. I knew you'd ask that, and of course, I feel like only when it was too... So you had learned about... I'm not sure. I have a feeling he survived the attack. I don't know if Tuwaka truly speaks to him or not, but he has that glow about him. Regardless, we have to look for him. We owe him that much.
Thanks to my sister, I am restored, and now I will.
What have I done? What have I done? I have struck down one of our ancestors. I have betrayed my vows, my people, my God. Tuwaka, how could you allow me to do this? No, no, I am not all right. Not all right at all. I have failed Tuwaka. First, I lost Anse Radan's ward, and then to get it back, I was forced to strike down the honored dead. Now the ward is corrupted, and so am I. Well, perhaps. Tuwaka says now that you are here, there is a way. I must cleanse the ward, but I will need you to protect me while I do. Would you do that for me, my friend? The dead? That witch, Shiri, has set them against us. They will try to stop me from cleansing the ward. But if you will defend me, I can cleanse it, if you are ready. Tuwaka says we should do this as soon as we can. I will cleanse the blade. You keep them off of me. Tuwaka says to keep it up. You are doing a good job. Yes. Yes. We are close now. That's it. Just a bit more. There. It is done. Come, quickly now. We must stop this woman, Shiri. Meet me at the central tomb.
I can't believe it. I thought Thronekeeper Farvad had met a grisly end. He's tough for a priest. A little strange, but tough. I'm glad you managed to find him, and Ansei Radon's ward.
I am glad you caught up. I am glad you came to the necropolis in the first place. Tuwaka says, you are the one who must stop Shiri from doing this dark deed. She is planning to resurrect her father, the necromancer Satura. I was much younger when this man tried to turn the Alik'r into a kingdom of undeath. But I will never forget the horror, the terror. Oh, we cannot allow Satura to return. He was the most powerful necromancer to ever walk these sands. Worse than his children, I suspect. Tuwaka warns me. Satura will be unstoppable if he is returned from the dead. He will be a great lich, or something even more terrible. We will kill her and retrieve the last Ansei ward. Shiri has sealed the tomb, though. Tuwaka says 2 of us will have to channel the wards we have to open the door. The other one can go in and join you in the fight. You must choose who will come.
You know where I stand. We have sliced through the enemy's ranks to get this far, and my blades are still at your disposal. I do not relish fighting, but I have trained since birth for this kind of thing. As well suited as I have been for the others. I am trained to fight necromancers and undead. My blades already know the soft spots in their makeup. If you can distract her, I will cut that wench Shiri's throat before she can finish her incantation. Excellent. We shall put down Shiri as my father put down Satura before.
Tuwaka demands justice be done.
This wall will not stand before the power of an Ansei ward.
It is done. Lead on.
Killing my brother. My father will soon be raised. There is nothing you can do, and this is for all my family. I die, but my father will avenge me. Satura will avenge us all!
I live again. You.
It is done. Alik'r is safe again. Come, hero. Gather my ward. To all things, there is a beginning and an end. Remember this. The Ansei wards must be returned to Sentinel for safekeeping. Then we can return to our vigil. Then we can again protect the Alik'r. You will. Come out of the crypt. I will help you and your friends return to Sentinel quickly. Opened a portal to Sentinel. You 3 may enter, but I must speak with your friend. Honor and faith are due all, but you who have come from afar, your contribution is matched in measure only by the length of your journey. Thank you. Through you, the Ansei wards have been recovered, and so it will be through you they are restored. You have accomplished a heroic feat today, but there is more to be done. Return the Ansei wards to their rightful place, the Impervious Vault. The vault is stronger. It will protect the ward so that we can again protect Alik'r. I have opened this portal to the vault. You may use it if you wish.
We're getting reports in from all over the desert. Withered hands crumbling fast. We did it, my friend. We did it.
One cannot be a great ruler without first being an impeccable judge of character. You walked into my palace a stranger, but I trusted you immediately. You have proven that my faith was well placed. Come, though. This is an historic day. We have strengthened the seals on the Impervious Vault. Your friends and many others have gathered to witness the return of the Ansei wards to their rightful place. Take them. The honor is yours.
My father would be very proud of us, I think. You have ensured that the honor of the Ashaba will abide. I am grateful that I can count on you as one of our tribe. You were as generous and kind as you are brave, sister. I hope we walk the sands together again someday. Until then, remember, true honor need not be named.
I can't believe the king's being so overcautious. I asked to borrow one of the Ansei wards for a few days to study it, and he flatly refused. I'm still glad you got them back, of course. We make a pretty good team, I think.
I still feel like such a fool to have shared my knowledge with that evil girl. And the whole time, I am very grateful that she is no longer a threat. If things had not turned out this way, I don't know if I could have forgiven myself.
To know that young girl masquerading as a scholar's apprentice was actually one of the most dangerous necromancers in the Alik'r Desert, I still cannot understand it.
When I think back to when this all started, when the Withered Hand had captured me and was holding me beneath the city, I can't believe how far we've come. It wasn't easy, but we've defeated the Withered Hand. We're heroes now.
Look at you. First you drive the risen dead from the Sentinel docks, and then you drive them from all of Alik'r. I must confess, I am impressed.
Tuwaka says this is good. He says all is as it should be, and you have done well. I agree with Tuwaka. I have enjoyed walking the sands with you.
Balance is restored. The dead can rest. The living can thrive. And we can return to our vigil.
Once again, our sacrifice has proven worthy. Alik'r belongs to the living, and the dead can return to the rest they have earned. The vile arts will return to these sands again someday. And again, we will be ready.
The wards are restored, and so are we. We can again maintain vigil over the living and the dead, and ensure that both adhere to the divine laws of Tuwaka. Your role in this has not gone unnoticed, young one. For us, it is never finished. But for you, your road leads elsewhere. You have done for Alik'r far more than many others would have. You have fought bravely, sacrificed honorably. You have acted as an Anseh would have. Your path is your own, but be assured, Tuwaka has blessed you. And wherever you go, the gods will be with you. Remain steadfast, mortal, and may you come safely to your journey's end.
Today is a good day, my friends. Our sacred guardians are restored. The specter of undeath threatened our kingdom, our lives. The sands of the Alik'r howled with the outrage of our honored ancestors. Now, though, the spawn of Satura are dead, and they will remain that way. The withered hand is scattered.
Praise Ruptga!
Many of you already know this. But all this was accomplished only because of this one who stands here before you. The spirit of Divad raises his blade in salute. Someday, this hero's song will be sung in the chants of praise. All hail our great protector! All hail the hero of the Alik'r! In addition to the public praise, I must add my own private words of appreciation, Wayfarer. You not only saved the kingdom, you also saved its king. My reign would have been buried in the sands had you not intervened. Thank you. In honor of your selfless dedication, your unwavering courage, and the incredible service you have done the kingdom, I have a gift. This was one of Sentinel's greatest treasures. Now it is yours. I know you will use it well. It may seem unappreciative to ask more of you, but I would be neglecting my duty to the Daggerfall Covenant if I did not inform you of the tragedy at Bangarai. Any hope of peace there seems to have dried up in the wake of recent events. King Eamond is dead, killed by the Reachmen. They have long sought to reclaim northern Bangarai, and the war in Cyrodiil has given them the perfect opportunity. I am told the Reachmen march on Evermore even now. The city is in grave danger. Of course, but it'll take time. Time Evermore doesn't have. You could go now. They need someone like you to rally the city's defenses. After what you've accomplished here, I have no doubt you can make a difference. Will you go, Wayfarer? King Eamond had a stable boy who kept me informed, but I've heard nothing since the king's death. Not even word of who assumed the throne. His name is Ramza. Find him, and tell him I sent you to help. We cannot allow Bangarai to fall. Indeed, a son and a daughter. Very young last I saw them, but his son would be his heir. Eamond's wife, Queen Argella, is cousin to King Emmerich, so she is likely acting as regent. Whatever is necessary to keep Bangarai from falling. If the situation in Bangarai is as dire as it sounds, I expect Emmerich will send a Lion Guard. But they will have to muster and march from Wayrest, so it will take time. Still, if Evermore can hold out against the Reachmen, aid will eventually come. Most of the Buellsay River shipping has been commandeered for the war. So I suggest you take the bridge from Stormhaven, or if you prefer, there is a more expedient way. Gabrielle can open a portal. You can be in Evermore within the hour.
Did I overhear correctly? Faharajad asked you to go to Evermore? Sounds like that place is shaping up to be a real trouble spot. I wish I could come along, but the guild's got me doing something else. Probably not nearly so interesting. Of course. That's a big city, though. Wouldn't want to drop you on top of some unfortunate merchant. How about the bridge right outside the gates? I've heard the Reachman are at the gates, but that could just be a figure of speech. One portal to the gates of Evermore right here for you. Good luck. From what I've heard, you're gonna need it. Well, that's what Simone said, but she's a shameless gossip. Furthermore, she might have meant it as a figure of speech. Surely the Reachmen aren't literally at the gates. At least, I hope they're not, for Evermore's sake, and for yours. Well, it's a long story. I was a novice, and then there was this herd of swine. I meant to send them to Northglen, just outside Evermore, but I got a syllable wrong and... Anyway, I'm not allowed to open a portal into the guild there anymore.